Welcome, children. So, eats. We have finished that. Now, let's go to the next lesson, the gardener. So, P. Lankesh, the famous Indian English writer. We know him very well, this of his writing. Few questions should be discussed before you start and continue. One main question is, what is the difference between competition and rivalry? Rivalry leads to competition, but competition need not lead to rivalry. We used to use a word, healthy competition. Healthy competition is that competition which is without rivalry. That means the winner is appreciated by even the loser. That is healthy competition. And everyone enjoys the game or enjoys the competition. Every participant enjoys the competition. That is healthy competition without rivalry. But rivalry always leads to competition where the intense feeling of winning is solidified in both. That is rivalry. There will be aggression in rivalry, there will be aggression in the competition. But in the competition without rivalry, there won't be any aggression. There will be just competing mood or mentality. So, can you think of different driving forces that motivate humans to achieve in life? So many driving forces are there, maybe some human beings, maybe the feelings. For example, many times success leads us to continue our achievements or people to achieve something. Sometimes failure that leads us to achieve success. Why can't I get? Why can't I do? Such feeling after a failure makes the person to become great or to achieve something in life. And we used to listen this in the history of many scientists also, right? Yes. But more than that, if rivalry leads to competition, then if the rival is no more, there won't be any competition at all. Why? Because the competition arises because of rivalry. That aggression, that negative feeling. So, if the competitor of opposite side is no more, then there won't be competition at all. Because this single person can't achieve anything without his rivalry. His rivals. That's why. Yes. Let us see. Listen very, very well. This is a story inside which a story who says a story inside it. So a story which is told by a part in the story which is actually the real story. So three stages are there, so be very careful. He says, who? P. Lankesh. Elaboration can only impoverish this account and make it less authentic. Authentic means genuine. So many difficult words also there. Be very careful. he says. Elaboration can only impoverish this account and make it less authentic. If I went on explaining, elaborating this event or this story, then it won't be considered as genuine. Genuine means the real stuff is there. So, better not to elaborate more, he says. Better not to elaborate more. The reader can understand. Elaboration can only impoverish. Impoverish means make someone very poor, make him to lose his stuff. Impoverish this account and make it less authentic. I conceived this story in a flash. Conceived means here imagine spontaneously in a particular way, suddenly getting suddenly. I conceived, imagined, especially in a particular way. For one word, so many meanings are there. Which meaning suits here, that you have to consider, okay? CIVD, sorry, conceived. Imagine something in a particular way. So, another word is there actually. So, I conceived this story in a flash. Suddenly, all of a sudden, in a flash means all of a sudden. In a flash means all of a sudden, I conceived this story. It has its genesis. Genesis means origin. It has its genesis in my chance encounter. Chance encounter means unexpected meeting. It has its genesis in my chance encounter with an old man. He says, this story, I got flashed, I got this when my unexpected meeting with an old man. He was standing in a coconut farm. He was standing in a coconut grove. Grove means farm. Forest or farm, grow near Chandrayapatna. So you know Mandya, Chandrayapatna, that area, it's very famous for growing coconut. Yes, coconut grow near Chandrayapatna. His eyes were suffused with strange memories, suffused, filled. Suffused, filled. His eyes were suffused with strange memories and native intelligence. He says here the story of the lesson starts as if the writer is saying a story. Got it? Yes. In this story, another story is there. His eyes were suffused with strange memories and native intelligence. What is native intelligence? common sense we can say. And moreover, native intelligence means whatever needed to lead a comfortable life, good life, in whatever in using the native facilities, that is native intelligence. Memories and native intelligence. He stood there, a tall figure, hair gone grey. That means not young age, hair gone grey, a long beak-like nose. Beak-like nose. It says that he is very popular. So people used to say so. If a person has long beak-like nose, he'll be very popular. Yeah, okay. Nose and strong muscular arms. What does this say? Strong muscular arms say that he was a hard worker. He was a hard worker, physical work. In one hand, a spade used to tend coconut trees. Spade. Spade means, what do you say? Like this. I'm not a good artist. Which they can lose the soil at the around the coconut tree, no? That's what called spade. Normally these farmers, they use that implement, a pharmaceutical implement. Farmers implement. He's a tall figure, hair gone grey. That means aged, experienced, hard worker, and once upon a time maybe very popular. Yes. A long beak-like nose and strong muscular arms. In one hand, a spade used to tend coconut trees, and newspaper tucked under his arm. That means he's educated also. A newspaper tucked under his arms. He was a laborer, overseer. Overseer means supervisor. Overseer means supervisor. Supervisor and philosopher all rolled into one. The first appearance itself, the spade in his hand, it said that he was a laborer and overseer, educated, he should be a supervisor, a philosopher. The look of native intelligence and aged experienced look in his eyes told that he's a philosopher also. All rolled into one. He came to this garden one day after walking hundreds of miles. So from much distance, he has come to this garden. He was standing near a coconut grove near Chandrayapatna. There he came there, reached there after traveling or walking hundreds of miles. The tiredness appeared in his face. The owner of this plantation needed a person exactly like him. So it was a big farm, and the owner, he was need of a person exactly like him who can control the full work of this farm, can also work, can teach the workers to work and have experience in his work. So the farm owner, coconut grove owner, he wanted a person exactly like him to appoint. He came to this garden one day after walking hundreds of miles. The owner of this plantation needed a person exactly like him. A few words were exchanged. Which few words? What's your name? Where are you from? Can you take this responsibility? What do you want in turn? I mean, your salary. The work will be from morning this time to this time. The place to stay. Everything should be discussed. Few words, the needed words were exchanged. The old man stayed on. So the old man agreed to stay there, to work there, and he stayed on. He was really useful. He was really useful to the owner of that coconut farm. He was well versed in agriculture, well versed, expert. It doesn't mean that you don't know the meaning of these words. I write this because you had to get these words whenever needed. Well-versed means well-versed. Well-versed, what do you mean by well-versed means well-versed? He know that very well. No, a well-versed means expert. So that alternate words you had to know. Your vocabulary had to become much more rich. If a vocabulary is rich, you can master the language well. Remember, my words, my teaching had to reach each and everyone equally. That's why I won't use much more complicated words in teaching. My level best, simplest words I use so that let not the words be heavier than the textbook words. That's why. So, hope you can understand. Because we lecturers, our language is maybe little bit heavy for you. Still, if it is heavy, you can tell, and I'll try my level best to come down. Okay. A few words were exchanged. The old man stayed on. He was really useful. He was well versed in agriculture and could understand the problems of the workers. As he knew the work very well, he could understand the problems of the workers also. The petty thefts, that means petty thefts means small thefts. Workers while going home just taking a coconut and going off, just taking a few something small things, that the petty thefts in the garden came to an end. The income from the garden improved dramatically. Here dramatically means considerably. Today to tomorrow, because the thefts have stopped, and moreover he was a good worker and he knew how to take the work from the workers. So in both the cases, as he well-versed, naturally the income from the garden increased, and even the petty thefts also stopped. The income from the garden improved dramatically. There was a perceptible change in the lifestyle of the owner. Perceptible, noticeable. Remember, this sentence is important. The lifestyle of the owner noticeably changed by the arrival of this old man. This old man is really worth appointing. After his arrival, dramatically the income increased, and even the workers, they became more responsible, and he even listened their problem and gave solution for that and tried to bring solution for their problems also. He was working to the benefit of the owner together with considering the problems of the workers. So naturally, the income from the increased considerably. But there was a perceptible change in the lifestyle of the owner. The plantation expanded. As the income considerably increased, they purchased the nearby land, and the area of the plantation expanded. but the owner became lethargic and shied away from hard work. Lethargic means slow or lazy. He was working hard before the arrival of this old man because nobody was there to care the farm, so that is must for him. But when this old man after his arrival took everything in his control, even the workers problem, even the petty thefts problem, even the expansion, even the increasing the income from the farm, everything he took the responsibility, including his work, including the owner's work, the owner's responsibility reduced considerably. As his responsibility reduced, he has become very slow, more slow, lazy. Lethargic and shield away from hard work. Shield away, quit away. So, necessity was not there. He need not work hard because to take care of everything, this worker was there. So, he became lazy and quit away from hard work. His wife found all this very strange. How come this possible? Within such a short period of time, this new worker doing all the work, holding all the responsibility, and her husband who was working so hard became so lazy and irresponsible. How could it be possible? So she found it's very strange. She found it hard to decide whether the old man's arrival was for the better or for the worse. How to decide whether this old man's arrival is for the better or worse? Because she can't say it is better because her family, her husband, he was becoming lazy and not taking any responsibility and handing all the responsibility on this old man itself. In that sense, his arrival is not good, she thought. But she can't consider that thought so tightly because the land area increased, the petty theft stopped, the quarrel between the workers stopped, and moreover the income increased. They were so sound in their life. So whether his arrival is good or bad, she couldn't decide. His wife found all this very strange. She found it hard to decide whether the old man's arrival was for the better or for the worse. So her husband's wealth increased as the income from the farm increased considerably, and the social prestige had risen higher. As his richness increased, his social prestige inside the village and outside the village in nearby towns also considerably increased as their lifestyle has changed. Then the actual change. He acquired a number of friends in the next town and an equal number in his own village. How his life changed. How the life of the owner changed after the arrival of the old man. He acquired so many friends inside the village and also in the nearby town. Naturally, ants come near the jaggery or sugar, right? Yeah, as his richness increased, his friends also increased. The needy who used to meet him also increased. And also people, they got attracted by his richness and wished to make friendship with him. So obviously his number of friends inside the village and also in the nearby town increased. Next town, an equal number in his own village. Even though he had precious little to do, nothing to do. Precious little means nothing. He had nothing to do very important things. Why? All the responsibility were held by the old man itself. His wife became crowded with colorful events. Although he had no work, his life had become crowded because of his friends and colorful. These colorful, what does it mean? He went in a wrong way also. She became apprehensive about his adultery and umpteen other vices cultivated lately thanks to his newly acquired clout. She became apprehensive. Apprehensive means worried. She has become worried. About his adultery. Adultery means non-legal relationship. Adultery means I didn't use the word illegal. I purposely used non-legal relationship. As he had much non-legal relationship, his life has become colorful. His adultery and umpteen other vices. Umpteen means unauthorized. Umpteen other vices. Other vices. Vices means criminal activities like selling drugs, antisocial activities. I'll continue in the next class. Okay.